Ever wonder about like history's unsung heroes, the people who, may not have these like flashy miracles to their name.
Yeah.
But they live these like crazy, meaningful lives.
Right.
That's the kind of quiet greatness we're going to be diving into today.
I like that, yeah.
We're exploring this idea of faith as kind of a hidden practice.
Okay.
And we've got some excerpts from a text here that really digs into like the very nature of faith and sainthood.
Okay.
And it's not giving us specific names and dates, but it gets at these core concepts,
Yeah.
One of the first things that jumped out to me was how it contrasts these like big spectacular displays with just everyday commitment.
Right.
He's saying that the really impressive part of sainthood isn't all the outward stuff, it's the inner dedication.
Right.
It even compares it to those glimpses of excellence you catch of someone who's like deeply devoted to their craft.
Oh, absolutely.
But it's usually hidden from the world, right?
Yeah. It's a powerful image, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it makes you think about what's going on beneath the surface, right?
Yeah.
Like we tend to gravitate towards the extraordinary, the flashy, the big miracles.
It is, yeah.
But this text is saying, look closer,
Yeah.
Find the profound in just the ordinary everyday, the simple things.
Right, yeah. And like faithfully doing them.
Yes, exactly.
Day after day.
It's like the difference between someone who's, carefully curating this spiritual persona online.
Oh, interesting.
Versus someone who, they're quietly living their faith every day. Even when no one's watching, even when no one's, going to give them praise for it.
Yeah.
That's real,
That actually reminds me of something else this text talks about.
Okay.
This idea that some saints are like meant to shine brightly for others.
Right.
While others are living out their faith in more obscurity.
Yeah. It's like there are different purposes at play.
Yeah,
right?
like different paths. Yeah.
Exactly. Different paths, different expressions of faith.
Different expressions, yeah.
And those outward signs. It's interesting.
Yeah.
The text seems to suggest that those are more for the benefit of the observer.
Oh, interesting.
Not necessarily proof of, greater holiness for the saint themselves.
Oh.
Yeah.
That really has struck a chord with me.
Yeah.
And it makes me think about this passage from later on in the text.
Okay.
It says, its faith is proved in hiding and not in manifesting itself. And those who require more proof have less faith.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like, the less you need to prove it,
right,
the more genuine it is.
There's a real paradox there, isn't it?
Yeah.
It challenges us to consider what we even see as evidence of faith,
Right.
The text seems to suggest that true faith, it's deeply personal.
Mm-hmm.
It's nurtured in the silence of one's own heart. It's not reliant on outward validation or signs and wonders.
Yeah, it's not performative.
Exactly.
And this isn't to say that those who are called to be prophets or have a more, public role are somehow better, right?
Precisely.
Because the text even mentions those who give no light in this world remaining hidden.
It's not about better or worse, right?
Yeah.
It's just different expressions serving different purposes.
It's different, yeah.
Think of it like the stars, right?
Okay.
You got some that are part of these prominent constellations.
The ones we all know.
Exactly. We can all point to them. We give them names,
Right.
And then you got others that are just as vital to the universe, right?
Right, yeah.
Just as important. Even if we don't have a name for them,
they're all part of it.
they each contribute to this grand tapestry, right?
I like that, yeah.
The universe doesn't tell these stars, oh, you're not shining bright enough.
Right.
You're not part of a constellation, so you're not as important.
Right.
No, it needs all of them to function.
So as we kind of wrap up this deep dive, here's a question for you to ponder.
Okay.
Does this idea of hidden sainthood change how you think about everyday acts of faith? Even the ones that don't, grab headlines or make it onto social media.
Yeah.
Maybe true meaning is found not in the spotlight, but in those quiet corners of commitment and dedication and faith.
That's a great point to end on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining me on this deep dive.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And until next time,
Absolutely.
keep seeking.
Keep searching.